Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. We'll get started in just a minute. Okay, Farah, try it now.
Uh-huh. It's
There
working.
we go. All right. Hello, everyone. We just had a little trouble getting Farah to turn on her camera, and we got that fixed. All right. Well, it's 2 minutes after, so we'll let other people catch up, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So thank you so much for joining. This is AI and automated newsletters. We're going to focus this on threat intelligence use cases. I'm Shawn Jaques. I'm head of product marketing here at Feedly, and I'm joined by Farah Ayadi, who is our staff product manager for AI, including what's going on in the newsletters. So Farah, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. So as Shawn said, I'm product manager here at Feedly. I work mainly in developing features based on AI and machine learning. And today I'm here to talk to you about the recent feature that we developed, and it's introducing the AI capability inside the existing automated newsletter in Feedly.
Yeah, thank you. And so one of the things we like to do to kind of get to know Farah a little bit more, because Farah hasn't been on any of these webinars, and even if she had, we'd still ask her a couple of silly questions. But we're gonna start with like two quick finish the sentence questions. So Farah, all right. So think back to when you were 5 years old. What is the career you wanted to have? The career I wanted to have when I was 5 years old was
Inventor.
inventor. Oh, look at you, kind of following in that. I wanted to be a garbage man because those garbage trucks were so cool when they came by, so it didn't quite work out for me. Um, and one more. So Farah, what is your favorite weekly activity that you like to do? So my favorite weekly activity is
Running.
running. Great. I would say my favorite weekly activity is working out. Running definitely. Also some lifting and weights and stuff. All right, awesome. So we'll get started with. I first want to introduce you to Feedly Threat Intelligence. So if you're not familiar with Feedly Threat Intelligence, indulge me while I give you the 1 minute elevator pitch overview. So hopefully some of you have at least tried Feedly as a free tool. And if you haven't, you can certainly go out and sign up and use Feedly as a news reader. But the Feedly Threat Intelligence is so much more than that. So what we do is we not only can you consume um, sources and intel from millions of sources theoretically. I mean, whether those are social media or news outlets or blogs or even pulling data from vulnerability databases. But our AI models allow you to tailor that information down to the particular needs that you have around collecting information. So if you are a CTI analyst and you're focused on threat actors in your industry, which could be something like healthcare, then you can create feeds that'll just provide the information that is collected across the web related to that particular PIR intelligence requirement. So it really helps you narrow down everything that's out there on the web to the things that are important. And then the next part is in the middle is where Feedly then enriches all that information. So we read through every article and we pull out all of the important things that are threat intelligence related. So the IOCs, the threat actors, the malware, and we raise those to the top of the page, which makes it really easily scannable, as well as highlight them within the article. But we also correlate them on our threat graph so that you kind of get the understanding of how threat actors are related to TTPs and what malware they're using. So we correlate all that information and help speed up your analysis. And we also give you access to Feedly AI, which or the Ask AI, which allows you to ask questions of that material, of that content, so that you can accelerate your analysis even further. And of course, we integrate with a lot of tools, whether those are no-code tools like Slack or Teams, or no-code integrations, I should say, or through integrations with TIPS or SIMs or SOARs. Uh, but we also enable you to pull that information out in sticks format, which is rich content format, in a way that is a consistent threat intelligence format, and so you can kind of take it and do whatever you want with it. So it really allows you to collect, accelerate your analysis, and then put it into the tools or share it. And the focus that we're going to have today is on newsletters and how you can share that information, especially how you can use the AI functions that Farah is going to tell us about to really make it a lot easier to share that information. So when we think about newsletters, there's kind of the setup part, so you set up your template, and that could be, you're using Word, you're using some other email format, and you set it all up, you get the branding right and everything. You do that once. Might take a little bit of time the first time, but after that, it's recurring. And then you have to, for each issue, figure out what you want to collect, what's worthy of sharing, what meets the different intelligence requirements of my stakeholders that I want to share. And that involves not just finding some articles, but really reading through them, analyzing them, trying to understand, what are my, what are the key takeaways that I want to impart on the stakeholders, that they have something that's actionable. Of course, you want to format that, make sure it's all consistently formatted, and then you're going to probably do a final review and edit and maybe add a couple of your own notes in there, and then ship the newsletter. So we've heard from our customers this can take between an hour a day to up to, or an hour per newsletter, I should say, or sometimes 4+ hours per newsletter, depending on how often you're sending a newsletter, how many different sections it has, how many different kinds of information it has. And so what we're hoping is that with the Ask AI feature, or the way that we've incorporated AI overview and AI summaries into the newsletter, is that you'll be able to significantly accelerate the amount of time that it takes to pull those insights out of these articles and to summarize it in a consistent and highlighted format that allows you to really impart the information that you're trying to impart on your stakeholders. So with AI in newsletters, you can analyze the content and capture key themes and create summaries. So if you're familiar with using newsletters, you know that it's fairly simple to set up. You can drag and drop things into a template, and then you can pull data from your feeds or your boards, stuff that you've saved within Feedly, and it automatically populates before each newsletter. The AI overviews allow you to then save, to analyze parts of that newsletter into different ways. You can extract the data and present it with citations. So with every article, it's one of the things Feedly is really focused on with our AI, is to provide you with links back to where that information came from. So you have that ability to verify. You can tailor the language to the needs of your audience. So if you have a newsletter that's going out to maybe your CISO or the executives in your organization, you can have it at a higher level, maybe focused on the bigger risks that are related to it. And you can even customize that to your particular industry, so it provides a little bit better insight. And compare that to, if you have something that's going out to maybe your SOC team, or maybe it's a vulnerability team, it's a little bit more focused on the details and the technical specifics of those threats. And then lastly, you can create it in a consistent way that is very easy to consume because you're used to seeing these same formats, and you can kind of quickly scan the newsletter, find the things that you're interested in as a reader, and that just helps with comprehension and etc. So um, anyway, this is what the newsletter is. These are the key values. Before we go too much further into the demo, we do want to say that there's two concepts that sound very similar, but they're actually applied differently. So we have what we call an AI overview and an AI summary. The AI overview is focused on either the sections that are populated. So a section is something that is pulling from your board or your feed, or the whole newsletter. So it's actually applying to the entire newsletter or a couple of different sections within the newsletter to give you a summary, an overview, I should say, of the things that are common or the highest risks, or things that you've prompted it to tell you. Whereas AI summary is actually looking within each one of these sections at the particular articles and providing, the level of detail that you ask it for. So if you had a section that says, I want to know more about, threats against the automotive industry in Europe, you would have articles that would show up, and the summary side would focus on the individual articles and how to pull out the important information out of that, whereas the overview would summarize all the articles as if they were each contributing to the net themes and that you're trying to extract from that. I hope that makes sense, but you'll probably get it a little bit better when Farah starts to go through the demo. All right, so speaking of demo, we're going to start with a little bit of setup. So we're not going to talk completely about the newsletter, but we do think that how to set up a newsletter, but it does help to have a little bit of the background to understand, how in Feedly you would set up either AI feeds or boards, and you would collect this information and then use that to populate your newsletter. And that just makes it an automated process so that every issue is already filled up with all the content that you've been working on during the day or during the week based on how it's collecting that information. And then we'll focus on the AI overview prompts, the AI summary prompts, and then really how you customize that. So hopefully this all makes sense. I'm going to turn it over to Farah. Farah's going to take us through a demo. Now, one of the things I didn't say, and maybe some of you already have caught on, but we have this Q&A section. This is live, so you can go ahead and put your questions in there, and we'll try to answer them in the Q&A format, or we might break into the demo and answer them live. So please put them there. And we will, as always, record this and make all the information available after the webinar is over. Probably later today, maybe tomorrow. You'll definitely get an email tomorrow that'll include the recording of the video, the slides, the Q&A questions. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Farah, and Farah is going to take us through this demo.
Thank you, Shawn.
So let me just let me stop sharing, Farah, and I'll give you control.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay. And sharing my screen. So thank you, Shawn, for all the introduction about Feedly, about the newsletter. And I will start from the very beginning, but very, very quickly. And this is mainly for people who are not Feedly users today, so they can follow us in our process. So I will simulate I am a CTI analyst working in the financial industry, and I would like to monitor the news related to my industry. And I will create what we call at Feedly AI feed. So I create a feed, but this feed is powered with AI capabilities. And I create this feed because I would like to monitor ransomwares in the financial industry. So when I create this feed, the AI in Feedly will try to go in the open source data and understand what is ransomware, what is not ransomware. So this is not keyword matching. This is really the AI understanding the semantic of the articles, and will give me back a list of articles that are really meaningful for me for my monitoring needs. So this is how we created the AI feed. So this is how we collect the intelligence. I will save it, give it a name, etc. I will not go through that. But then after collecting the intelligence, I would like to share it. I would like to disseminate it to share with my stakeholders, let's say. And for this, we have the automated newsletter in Feedly. So this is something that we had. It's not AI related. It's just an automated newsletter that we had for years now. And I will show you how you can use the newsletter to communicate about what you are monitoring about. So let's say that I would like to create a newsletter. I will give it a name, webinar of today. I click create, very easy, very seamless. And if you remember, I told you that I created an AI feed where I collect articles. So now I would like to share these articles with, let's say, my technical teams, my CISO, whoever. I come here and my AI feed, I gave it the name ransomware in finance industry. So now this is my template that I built. It means that every time an issue, a newsletter issue will be delivered, it will pull articles from that AI feed. So I set up my template once and my issues will be generated afterwards. Quickly, I will show you how it looks like. So if my issue will be generated, it will have a list of articles. And for each article, we will give you the title, or we will give to your readers the title, the metadata of the article, and a short summary about what was discussed in the article. There are also a way to customize it with colors, with some text customization, but I will not go through this today because this is like another topic and it takes time. So just showing you how you can set up your newsletter. You start with your feed, you collect your intelligence, and you come here in newsletter to organize this knowledge to be shared. You save and close, and then you can add your recipients and you can add your schedule here, and you have the analytics also to track the engagement of your readers. So this is how you can set up your newsletter. For the demo, I already prepared a newsletter with different sections, with different colors, etc. And I will use this to show you how now with the AI we augmented and we enrich that that newsletter that you saw. What you saw, it was the previous version without the AI, and then I will show you the version with the AI, and you can see the difference. So I created this newsletter. Now you see that it's prettier because I have the picture, I have the logo of my company, and I gave it a name, introduction to my readers. And in my newsletter, I decided that it will have 4 sections. One is the ransomware in the financial industry, the one that we created together. So I am pulling 3 articles from that feed daily, so my reader is aware about the update in that space. Information or updates about threat actors, the most recent 3 articles about this topic, CVEs in my tech stack, and the geopolitical risk for my industry. Easy, nice list of articles, can be effective, but it can be even better with the AI. So let me now pull the version where I augmented my newsletter with the AI, and you can spot by yourself the difference. So everything here is the same. We start our newsletter and we have our first section, ransomware in financial industry. Old version is list of articles with a short summary. New version is, you can see that you have the section here. And before introducing the articles, you are introducing the section to your reader. So your reader will know upfront what will be discussed in those articles. And here I asked the AI to give me an overview about those articles. And you can see that I asked the AI to give me what are the key trends, what are the technical details that were discussed in these articles, what is the impact in the financial industry, and I gave it some information about my institution, so the impact will be relevant to me. You can see here also that I asked the AI to highlight the mentions that are important to my readers to focus on. So here it's in different color because the AI assessed that this is important for the reader to focus on. I asked the AI also to highlight the mentions of threat actors of malwares because I wanted to be impactful, visual to my reader. And also you can see that the AI always, or this is also what we engineered in Feedly, we also have all the time, we ground the information that we give to you and to your readers with factual things. So each time I have an output from the AI, this output is actually grounded in facts. If you click on here, this is inline citation, and you click on here, and you will see the article from where the AI gave you that information. So each time you can go and verify that information is correct. So this is first difference between the old and the new, that AI overview section that you can introduce in your newsletter. And then let's continue. Let's compare now the articles. You can see that they are exactly the same articles because I just create the exact same newsletter and augment it with the AI. If you pay attention, you can see that there is a difference here. In the old version, I have very standard generic summary, nothing fancy. In the other one, in the new one with the AI, I have something more tailored, more sophisticated. And in here, because I know that my articles are about ransomware, I know that it's important to my reader to know upfront who was involved in those attacks if there are attacks discussed in the articles. So I asked the AI to display the information to me in a way that is nice to read and in a way that is structured. So the threat actor is in bold, and if it's identified in the article, it will give me the name, like in here, Akira. Or if it's not identified in the article, it will not invent anything. It will just tell that it was not discussed. It's unknown. What was the targets, the countries, and what is the impact of what has been discussed in the article. So you can see that from very standard summary to something impactful and engaging to your readers. Moving with the next section, now I have threat actors. I actually didn't want to have any overview because I will use the articles and I will craft some sophisticated AA summary. So I am not introducing the section, but inside each article, I am trying to find the meaningful information to share with my reader. Again, in the old version, the only thing that you can have is the summary. So this is the most that you can get. In the new version, the possibilities are limitless. So here for threat actors, I decided that for each article, I would like the AI to give me the name of the threat actors that has been identified in the article. And I would like for the AI to give me the details of the campaign that has been discussed on the article. It will give me the method, the tools that have been used, and the TTPs. But this is not everything. I also asked the AI to behave as if it is a CTI analyst. I gave it all the context needed, and I asked it to give me some analyst note after it will extract the data. So here in the AI summary, I leverage two capabilities: just extracting data. The AI will extract the data and will return it in a very nice format. But also, I ask the AI to think and give me some analysis on the article and the analyst note. So this is my second section. CVEs. We know that everyone working in the the threat intelligence space, CVEs is something that we track all the time, and we need to inform our team to take the measures to make the safeguards and take the and put in place everything to prevent any attack. So here, old version, just article summary, nothing fancy. New version, I am using now again the AI overview. And why I'm using it? Because I thought that when a reader is going through my newsletter, it's important, or it can be meaningful to give them upfront what are the most critical vulnerabilities and not just listing articles. And here I asked the AI to give me a very quick summary, like 2 sentences, introducing what will be discussed. But also I asked the AI to rank the CVEs discussed in the articles and give me only the most impactful one in that AI overview, because after in my articles, I will go article by article and will extract all the CVs. But in that area, AI overview, I will focus only on the most impactful one. And I will, for each CVE, I will give all the information that AI in Feedly already we extract as information, the CVEs score, the exploitation information, and the affected product. So here my reader is have a sense of if there is anything important or not. And if someone would like to go into the detail, I will not just give him a summary of an article, but I will tell him that CVE was discussed in the article. But to make it a little bit more personalized to me or to my reader, to my organization, I ask the AI to tell me if that CVE will have an impact on my tech stack, because I know what is my tech stack. I have a list of all the products and vendors we are using, and I will just share it with the AI. And I tell each time you see that in that article, the CV is impacting one of those products, just let me know. And I ask the AI to give it in a visual way. So here, that CV, no impact for me, I'm good. Second CV, I'm good, no impact. But this one, the CVE is impacting Apple. Apple is part of my tech stack. Maybe I need to take action on this. And now I have the last section, and this is to demonstrate another capability of the AI. The AI was able to extract, was able to analyze, was able to give me meaningful information, but the AI is also able to translate, because since I am interested in knowing what is impacting my industry from the geopolitical risks, it's obvious that I will get articles that are not in English, because I mean it's geopolitical. It's like everything. So here I will have articles in, I think the first one is in Italian, second one is in Spanish, and the third one also it seems to be in Spanish, but my readers don't understand or don't really are not fluent in English. So just asking the AI, and the AI will translate everything. My article title will give me the summary in English, because this is what I asked for, but it also will give me the information about the original source or the original language of the article. So I can have like an idea, or my reader will have an idea what he's reading. So everything is about the transparency. So here they are reading in English, but they will be aware that the original language is in Italian or Spanish or whatever other language.
Yeah, Farah, I think this one's really a cool use case when, so, if you're tracking cyber attacks across your industry, that cyber attack could be, let's just say you're in banking, right? And maybe the banking attack happened in a European country, right? You'd want to understand the European sources and how they're talking about it to give you a fuller view of what actually happened in that. And so the AI would translate all those different foreign sources, and then if you asked it, to deconstruct the attack or something like that, it would deconstruct not just the English articles, but the articles that were written in other languages, which just gives you, a more robust source of content to help, better get that information right.
Yes, and especially that in Feedly you are able to collect the information or the data or the articles that are not in English. So it makes sense to leverage those also in the newsletter and share with your readers.
Farah, there's one question I wanted to ask you, kind of related to the previous section. I think when you were talking about CVEs that were related to the tech stack, somebody asked if AI actions or essentially the AI overview or has access to their custom lists, so that you knew what products that they had in their custom lists.
If they want to. So here I will show now. Now I will have a hands-on demo, so I can show really the prompt behind the result. So here it's me who decided to give to the AI that information about my custom list. But if they don't want to, we will not share it with the AI. So it's really up to the user to decide if they want to add that in the prompt.
And I guess the other answer to that is, if you had an AI feed, that AI feed could be based off of your custom list. So it's only bringing up articles that are related to products that you have in your environment or that are associated with your custom list. And then here you're analyzing, the content of those articles, either individually or as a collective unit.
Correct. Yeah. If we are not just answering about the newsletter, yes, I mean, definitely this is something that can be done upfront. So the article that will be brought in your newsletter are only the ones.
But if they wanted to somehow put their custom list into the prompt, is that possible? I don't even know the answer to that.
It's not possible automatically, but it's just
I
copying
see.
and pasting in the prompt.
Okay.
It's seamless.
Yeah.
It's just not an integration. Okay. So let me now go and try to find my other newsletter that I built to make the demo. And to make the demo, I will just go through maybe 3 examples of AI summary and AI overview and show you a very basic version and a basic version and an advanced version of a prompt that you can use, so you can see what are all the possibilities that you can have. So again, if you remember, this is my playground, this is my template editor, and this is where I will be playing with some prompts to display the result that I am expecting to have. And I will show you how to use the AI overview and the AI summary. So here, my first section, ransomware in finance. I already have my AI feed. If you remember, I just needed to bring this block and ask to have my ransomware in finance. So this is I already did. And AI overview, how to do it. You just need to bring this block. You can see it's AI overview, and you drop it here. And you will see that automatically Feedly will identify the context that on which you would like to apply the AI. Here, the Feedly will say, since you dropped your AI overview block here just before the AI feed, it means that you would like to apply the AI on those articles. But if you would like to say, no, I would like to apply on all the newsletter articles, you are free to come and to select the context. So just select the context that you want. Here, I would like to apply it on all the articles from the ransomware in financial industry. I will just add this just to separate for what you will see after. And very basic prompt will be obviously asking the AI to provide a newsletter, an overview, right, of a newsletter section. This is exactly what we want, right? An overview of a newsletter section called. So this is if we choose the simplicity and we let the AI do the work for us. Okay, so now I will show you what this prompt will give me as a result for the AI overview, but also I already have my advanced prompt already here. And when I click preview, you will see both. You will see the basic version and the advanced version. And the advanced version is a prompt where I give more context to the AI. So I tell it that I am working at that institution. I will tell it the format of the output that I would like to see, the bullet points, the bold, how to highlight in colors, everything. So it's longer. It's not more complex. It's just because it has more instructions to the AI. This is one instruction, and I let the AI decide on the format, etc. This is me who control the AI with the format and the content. So let's click on preview and see what will happen. Click on preview, it means that now the AI, first we are pulling the articles from your AI feed. We are asking the AI to give the overview. So look, this is the first section here. It's the very basic prompt. AI, please give me an overview of my section. And this is how the AI decided to give me the response. It decided to create the heading in that format. It decided to give me those 4 bullet points, etc. And underneath is what I decided for the AI to do. So I decided for the AI to give me the response in 3 bullet points, and 3 bullet points I gave them like the title or the name of the theme, and ask the AI also to format in colors. So both are valid answers, but one, I control the format and the content, and it means that each time, each issue will be delivered from that newsletter or from that template will follow that scheme, that format. And this is really, really key if you would like to conserve the consistency of your newsletter. So your reader will always see the same format and more or less the same content or the same level of information across issues. However, if you let the AI decide, the AI now decided to put the heading in that format. Maybe the next issue will decide to make it in italic, for example. It's because you didn't give the AI instruction on the format that you would like to have. So this is how to use AI overview, and it's your choice if you would like to have it broad prompt or something more structured. Let me now move to the AI summary. If you remember, the AI summary is something that you apply at article level. In each article, you will ask the AI to extract or to summarize the data of this article. So it's different from the AI overview. And this is why it's different place to apply it. So if you remember, I was adding my AI feed. My AI feed is ransomware. We have a lot of AI feed with ransomware in finance industry. And now what you will see is I will apply a very basic prompt for each article. This one is basic, but I will go even more basic than that. I will ask the AI to summarize in 2 sentences, right? This is very basic. And underneath, now when I click a preview, we'll see the difference. Let me switch it to only one article so you can see and you can compare. So you will see one article from that AI feed called Ransomware in Finance, where I asked the AI to give me just 2-sentence summary. And the same article, you will see that I asked the AI to extract the information about the threat actors, the targets, and ask the AI the specific format I would like to see the result. Let's click preview and see. So taking time to think, taking time to generate the answer.
Hey, Farah, while we're thinking here, on the right side of the screen, I see there's some things with checkboxes and stuff. I didn't hear you talk about those, but that seems like an interesting thing to mention.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
So So you can see here, I have a very short summary, 2 sentence. I hope it's 2 sentence. Yeah, it is. And here you can see that the advanced prompt, I have the answer where I have like the mention of the entities and the information I asked for. So this is the AI summary, how you can ask basic or sophisticated. And I'm back to my template editor. So you are asking about those, right?
Yeah, it just seems like those are it's like they're automatic. So you don't have
Yeah.
to format everything. Some of the stuff we've kind of given you the easy button.
Yeah, I will use them now for my last demo. I will not go for the CVE, or maybe I will do just to show you how I added my tech stack here. But I will not ask to give a very basic summary. So my prompt here, if you pay attention to it, you can see it either in the middle, or you can see it in that text box, a summary prompt, if you follow my cursor. So here, asking the AI to give me the information, and I am defining the structure of my response. But so here I am giving to the AI the list of my tech stack. So this is how the AI now is aware about my tech stack. It's just injecting it to the prompt directly. And my last demo is the multilingual, the translation. So this is uh, this is a board that I used, and it's called geopolitical. Should be this one. Um, so here, if you can see, there is a table of content, and I will remove. It means that my issue when it will be generated, I don't see the table of content because just I don't want it. But if you want it, you just keep it. And here I will, those are articles that are in foreign language. So I will ask the AI to summarize, and I will ask it to answer in English. It will do that. The only thing what will happen is that you will see it. The AI will summarize and it will answer in English. And what you will see here, it's okay. I didn't bring the right board. My board. Otherwise, it's not the correct one. Let's see. But what I wanted to say that if you ask the AI to summarize and to answer in English, okay, this is not my correct board. Sorry for that. But what I wanted to mention is the AI will summarize, and the how to say, the title of the article will be in the same language. But if you play with those taggles here, and if you apply my sophisticated prompt, here I am asking the AI with the sophisticated and the advanced prompt is to translate the article title in English, and then add the summary. So now the AI will not just throw the summary in English, but it will also translate the article. And this is where those taggles are useful, because you will ask Feedly to hide the article title, the original article title. And what will be displayed is just the translation of the article title into English. And this is everything I have to demo. I don't
So
know. Should
Farah,
I?
there is a question. I think it's a really good question. So what if I like certain aspects of the AI generated summary, but want to tweak only specific wording or add more details of my own? Can I just edit those parts without altering the original prompt?
So here you would like to change the result, right?
Yes, I think it's changed the response, and so maybe this is the issue versus template kind of discussion. But
Yeah,
their other question was related to, do they have to click preview each time to see the generated summary?
if they want to see, they need to click the preview, because this is how the newsletter in Feedly works. So here is the template. So here you are just building the skeleton, and then it doesn't have a content. It has only the skeleton of what will be generated afterwards when we pull articles. So this is something that you set up once. But if you would like to see how your issue or how the newsletter that your reader will read, you will go here to click a preview to see. So we are applying that skeleton on the articles with the preview. And if you actually finish to, I will not save uh, my changes, but if you would like to see the real issue, so imagine that you came, you pulled all your AI feeds, you pulled all your overview, you did your prompts, everything is fine, and your newsletter is scheduled to be sent, let's say tomorrow, and you would like to check how the issue is looking like. Just what you can do is either you preview what we did, but also if you would like to check it and maybe add some tweaks, you can go to the issue directly. So issue, so this is the thing, is that the template is your word as newsletter creator, and the issue is the word of your reader. The issue is what your reader will be receiving. So here, my reader will see this. When it will be sent, my reader will see this. And if I would like to add any tweaks before my reader will receive the issue, I can do it. I just, for example, if I don't want this part because I would like only the 3 bullet points from the AI, I come here and I will remove it. Easy. If actually I would like to highlight this one because this is very, very important to me, I will come here and I put it in red. I will do that. Or if I really don't want this at all, I can remove it. So you can come here and add all the tweaks that you want on the style, on the visuals. You can add button, you can add everything, you can remove things, you can add things. And if you are happy with it, you will save. And this time is you are saving the version that your reader will really see when they are receiving the newsletter.
Yeah, that's great, Farah. Thanks. So the question that didn't get asked, but it got asked yesterday, and maybe just I think it would be relevant, even though it's not really the focus, is to go back and show a little bit of the newsletter settings for sending and for managing users and the analytics, if you have
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah, I went through that, but very, very quickly at the very beginning. So your newsletter is a template, is an issue, but also is a setting. And a setting will be the recipients who will receive your newsletter and when your recipients will be receiving the newsletter. And here, all the time you can go to your automated newsletter tab in the left nav here, and you will see at the beginning the list of all the newsletters that you created or your team created. And if I go to whatever, you can see here, you can set up your recipients, and here you can add your emails, the email of your recipients, add them like as a CSV or a list. And you can go and schedule if you would like to have it as weekly, daily, just decide. And you can decide in which day of the week the newsletter will be sent to your users or to your readers. You have all the setting there. And also you have the possibility to track the engagement of your readers. So here you can see, for example, because this is really a dummy newsletter, it's sent to only one person, but you can see what are the fields that you will be tracking. You will be tracking how many recipients are receiving in your newsletter, how many they click, what is the click rate, what are the most engaging articles, all of the data that you need to track the engagement of your reader.
Hey, one quick question. Does Feedly maintain a database of newsletters that have been sent out in the past?
You mean that if you are a user, you created a newsletter and you would like to see what has been sent in the past?
Yes.
I think, yeah, this is completely something that you can do. Let me go to my newsletter rather than messing up with others' newsletter. So if you go to issue, so again, you click on here and you will have all the newsletters that you set up. So those are all the templates that you created. But if you go, for example, to this one, you will see all the past issues that have been sent. And for each issue, you can see the analytics. You can actually see it. You can see the issue that have been sent. So this is what have been sent for this newsletter. So yes, you will keep the history of your newsletter, unless you decide to delete them.
Okay, I was just putting that into the chat so that it's clear. All right, well, thank you so much, Farah. Let me just go back
Oh,
to.
wait.
Oh, you have
Something that
something.
yeah, I have something else. So everything that I showed is the newsletter in Feedly, and the newsletter in Feedly originally is a list of articles. We augmented that list of articles with a very basic summary. We'll continue to augment this with the AI summary and the AI overview. But now the possibilities are really, really limitless with the AI. And instead of having a newsletter article based, you can transform it to be article less or without articles. And for this one, I prepared this newsletter where I used only the AI. I used exactly the same sections that you saw, the four ones: the ransomware, the threat actors, the CVEs, and the geopolitical risk. But instead of displaying the articles, because for this one, I know that my audience is a C-level, they don't really care about what are the articles, but they care about really holistically high level what has been discussed. So I used only the AI overview, and I asked the AI to go through all the articles in all the sections and create me a newsletter without a need to display the article. So here I asked the AI to give me an executive summary, key developments, risk assessment, and the strategic outlook. So this is the section that I asked the newsletter to the AI to create from all the articles, from all the sections. And then instead of giving articles, titles, etc., I just asked the AI to give me a very short sources section. So this is something that I will be happy to share with my C-level. The other one, I will be happier to share with my technical teams because it has a lot of technical details. I am sharing a lot of articles. So depending on your audience, you can decide to have it light or a little bit heavier. And this is everything that you can do with the AI. And with this one, I finish.
So the last question, and then I'm gonna stop the questions. We'll handle any other questions that come in. You can send them to us through email. Is it, how do readers receive the newsletter? Okay, they're delivered via email. Yes. Does the full content appear directly in the email without requiring navigation to another website or tab? So what you see in the newsletter that Farah was showing is what you would see when you received an email. And then, these links are clickable into the actual website. So if the website is, Bleeping Computer, for instance, it would take you to that particular link. So they don't have to be a Feedly user to get value out of it. They can go click in and see all the stuff.
Yeah. So showing this, so this is my email, and you can see this is another newsletter. Because we made another demo, but this is what your reader will receive. They will receive the newsletter directly in their inbox, and they directly can click on the article, and the article will open. Directly, they can click on yeah, in this one I don't have a overview, so I don't have like citations, but yeah, they click on it and they will open directly in their inbox.
Okay, we're running out of time. I'm gonna jump right over to just one little thing I wanted to show um, before we closed it out. So just to recap, so we talked about the AI overviews and AI summaries on articles, sections, or entire newsletters. So you set up the template as Farah was showing you, and you can kind of specify how that output is going to look, as well as the analysis that you want to apply to each section. And then from there, you have the ability to edit every issue before it gets sent. So, if you're sending a weekly issue, it'll go by the template to pull from those feeds and boards, populate an issue, and then you get to look at that issue, make whatever changes you want to make before it gets sent out. So you have full control over what gets sent out. You can customize your prompts to either extract data, you to create analyst notes, to create good summaries. You can spot some trends or themes or attack patterns. So you really have as vivid as your imagination is on what you want to go and create. It's really pretty amazing what you can do. I love the foreign language example, whether you're just looking for how people are talking about threat actors in other countries or about cyber attacks that are happening in different places that might eventually migrate to your location. And then, tailoring the insights to the particular stakeholder. That last example, I think, is a great one where, you don't have to show every article. You could show links to the articles, and so they could read the summary in a short, to the point format, and then just click on the articles that really draw their attention, and then it just opens it up and they can read more. So depending on what your users want, that's completely up to you. And lastly, if you're not already familiar with Feedly Threat Intelligence, you can go out to feedly.com/threat-intelligence and you can read more. And you can also start a free trial. We say it's a 30-day trial. You automatically get put into a 7-day trial. And if you wanted to extend it to 30 days, all you have to do is book a meeting, and one of our awesome, super nice, happy salespeople will have a quick conversation to better understand your needs and make sure you're set up for success in a longer trial. So short call doesn't need to feel threatening. It's just anyway. With that, I'm really glad you attended. We're going to capture all this information, the stuff that was in the chats, the prompts that Gabby was posting into the chat, the slides and the video, and put it into a Notion file that's publicly accessible, and we'll send you a link to that in one day. So thank you so much. Thank you, Farah. Great demos, and we appreciate you all for joining.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.